including myself. And it's time that we need to stand up for these policemen. They need us now. Hope you understand that. And you're right. You can go to the council. That ain't gonna change nothing. They're not gonna change nothing. You got to go tell them. You're right about that. But every time there's a council meeting, there's only about 10, 15 people there. That's why they do what they do. Because you let them. It's your fault. Yeah. These buildings need some help. I'm afraid for them out in the street. I'm through.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. And Mr. Davis, I agree. I mean, our police, no matter what budget is cut, the police who are left are going to be out there protecting us, and they will put their lives on the line for us. And, you know, quite frankly, we've got some police, and I don't know if Officer McGee would say anything tonight, but Officer McGee, look at him. Check him out in the back. The ball. Isn't he a big, handsome, built guy? McGee lives on 133rd. He lives on 133rd, grew up in East Cleveland, has protected us for a long time. He's here, one of our police officers. He's a police officer who's going to be laid off. He lives here. Lives here, protects his neighborhood, protects the street. He's up, even when he's not on duty, he's helping us out. So McGee, just in front of everybody, you know, I want to say thank you for being a resident who sticks with us, for being a resident who's a police officer. And what's happening to you is horrible. It's horrible. And you know, if I could stop it, I would, and that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pope, for being patient.
Thank you. First of all, my name is Jim Pope. I've been in East Cleveland for 47 years, and I'm familiar with your court system. We came along when the time was hard back in the 80s, and I can relate to the time when we had 4 police officers and 2 police officers out there. So things have changed, and I want to commend you, Mayor, for taking this hard position, and all you need is support. You don't need a house, you just need a fist. And if we can get everybody involved with the fist and get behind it, we can move mountains. And one of the things I want to point out, you have indicated percentage for most people that relate to you come to hard dollar. What does that 33% of council is proposing? Is that 50,000, 100,000, or 75,000 round figures? So we'll know what they are proposing for their budget and what it's going to be accountable for.
Thank you for asking, Mr. Pope. When I say council increased its budget by about 33%, that means they increased it by about $90,000. They went from roughly $280,000, give or take, to about $370,000, give or take. And again, no telling what they want to do with that increase in their own budget, but council increased its own budget in the same letter and in the same vote that it decreased the police budget by 25%.
Well, on that note, everyone heard that you can pick up the phone tomorrow or any day you feel like it and call each council person and ask them how they're going to spend their dollars, or could they put that back in to support our police force. And whether or not you have their phone numbers that you can display or you can give it to them, but anyway, they first need to make the phone call. If that don't work, it'll be a council meeting, they're going to be restricted to time. But remember, if they don't act on the phone call, don't act on the council meeting, there's another day of record, and that is called recall.
Mr. Mayor, can you also remind them that the documents that you presented, they can get copies of those documents, please?
Yes, Mr. Pope, the budget amounts that you asked about and those displays that we made earlier, again, there was a December 14th memo from the council president, the city council president, to our finance director, directing the finance director to lower the police budget by 25% while increasing the city council budget 33%. And that'll be among the stack of documents that we're happy to share with anybody. Just give us a call at the office, 681-2208, 681-2208. We'll make you a copy of the presentation that we gave you here tonight, which will include that letter from the city council president asking the finance director to decrease the police budget by 25% and increase the city council budget by 33%.
Hey man, how you doing? Yes, you know, you should run the city like it's a corporation. And each one of you people, your own property here, you're stockholders. And you judge the politicians by how good your property value rise. And another thing, we got Euclid is building a shopping mall out there. It's going to take all the money, because all these people going to go shopping there. And which I suggest that you do is to lower your sale price, maybe 5%. And I know you're saying, well, we can't afford to, sell tax. And I know you're saying, well, we can't afford to do that because, but that's not the concept that Walmart says. Walmart said if you lower your sales tax, that's going to bring, like Target, if they got a competitor, they're going to move right in because they know that they're thinking big numbers. They're thinking $12 million a month. That's a lot of money that they're saving, in taxes. And then if they move in, you drop sales taxes, they shop with people, other corporations, they don't have to pay sales taxes to each other. And that's another lot of money that they save. And they're going to move here versus staying in Euclid Heights or these places that building these new malls. And if they come in, you got to show us your business plan, how you're going to put the people in East Cleveland to work. Because people who working, you're going to drop crime.